her and Drake were together at one point in time.
Right,
and it seemed to me like everybody wanted to get their lick back on Drake.
Hold on, no.
That's what he said.
If I'm married and my wife is going to join trolling her ex, go back to his ass. Because clearly you don't belong with me. What you worried about him for and you with me?
I gotta get that lick back.
Stephen A. Smith, I think you had some marriage advice for me. Is that right? Or
well, you know what? Listen.
We're now tuned in to the Dark Times Challenge.
And so we all know Stephen A. Smith is no stranger to controversy, and he's no stranger to beefs.
Got the names. We got Jamel Hill. We got Howard Bryant. You want me to bring up the other writers that wouldn't work for you? Why it took you nearly 2 years to get an article out? Because you ran that shit so bad you were running it into the ground? What a disgrace you were to John Skipper, the former boss of ESPN, that you betrayed me. Did you tell the folks that, you bitch? Did you tell them? You fat piece of shit. Did you tell him that?
And Stephen A. Smith is also somebody, by his own admission, is a company guy. He'll do whatever it takes to get the job done, as long as the pay is good.
You know what you need to do? You need to kiss some serious booty to get ahead in this world, man.
And there's no question that Stephen A. Smith is great at what he does. He's one of one. He's somebody that's highly entertaining and occasionally thought-provoking within the sports hemisphere. But a lot of people have been saying this for years, that Stephen A. Smith has the propensity sometimes to take things a little bit too far, but only with certain people.
And my wife is going to join trolling her ex, go back to his ass. Because clearly you don't belong with me. What you worried about him for and you with me?
I gotta get that lick back.
Go ahead,
Stop it.
What?
Stop it, Stephen A.
This is true.
I think Alex is doing pretty well. You know, he found and read it.
well, also too, Stephen A. Smith, I think you had some marriage advice for me. Is that right? Or
well, you know what? Listen, I did it. People, headlines are headlines. We can get into that another time, but I
was hoping you were going to be here.
I'm not. Oh no, I am not qualified. Married? Right. Oh no, not me.
Fuck with me one more time, you do, and I don't care about none of it, nigga. I'm a real nigga, boy. I'm a real nigga, boy. I'm a straight nigga. I don't need none of it.
And so Serena Williams' husband, Alexis, is somebody that doesn't have to deal with corporate sponsors the way Stephen A. Smith does. He doesn't have to deal with having a boss the way that Stephen A. Smith does. And so he came on First Take ready. He was ready for Stephen A. Smith. And Stephen A. Smith had to sit there and just take his talking to, so to speak.
Well, I ain't qualified, my brother. I'm not qualified.
I was going to ask, because you hadn't been married before, right?
I am married.
No, Stephen.
He hasn't.
No. Okay. Yeah, because I give advice to plenty of founders who want to build billion-dollar companies. And the reason I do that is because I build billion-dollar companies.
Yeah.
So I generally try to stay in my lane as advice
Then we'll talk marriage advice later. I've been 13 years strong. We got
Deal.
you. Alexis, thank you so much. Athlos NYC.
So that was Serena Williams' husband, Alexis, right there, getting a little bit of straightening on Stephen A. Smith. And a lot of people are saying that, this couldn't have come at a better time, because Stephen A. Smith is somebody that's been playing political footsies with any and everybody.
It's young brothers that don't have no hope in Chicago in many cases. This is why we see the violence.
About other people, and that created a wall between us. That created more of a divide between the races in a way I had never experienced in my 50 years on this earth, now 54. And so I think many of us just
You don't look it, by the way. You don't look it.
Thank you.
You don't look it at all. I just want to let you know that. Okay.
He's doing this thing that I think a lot of people really object to, which is he's trying to get credentials as a truth teller by bashing on people like Jasmine Crockett.
Gets me annoyed. And I hope Jasmine Crockett is listening to this. By the way, she's welcome on the show. When you go on national television and you calling the president of the United States out of his name, and you being all disrespectful, as a representative in this country, do you believe the citizens of Texas sent you there to do that? They expect you to go to Capitol Hill and figure out a way to maneuver yourself through that terrain to work in a fashion that's going to facilitate getting things done on behalf of your constituents. That's your job.
And what he does is he allows white people to feel less racist about their racism. That's the thing, guys like Stephen A. Smith is drifting super close to Jason Whitlock territory, where you become a important black figure in American culture who allows people, white people, to feel comfortable in their races. Because if you're saying the same thing they are, they feel comfortable. I know this is a white person. I come from the most conservative county in New York State. White people love conservative, or people who are black who express conservative views, because it allows them to sound racist.
And of course, there's nothing wrong with Stephen A. Smith having a different opinion than people who look like him. There's nothing wrong with that at all. But when it comes across like you're placating and you're speaking to a lot of the same talking points that we're used to hearing, black on black crime, gang violence, etc., and you're not talking about some of the real crimes that are going on, some of the worst crimes that are going on in America. He's not having guests like Tim Tebow come on and talk about topics like this.
Number one, offender type is biological fathers, but by far it is being done by middle-aged Caucasian men. Many, over half of them, college graduates. Many of them are educated, good jobs. It's time that we call them out. Not only are we not doing our job as men, it's actually the opposite. Instead of being defenders and protectors of our families, we're hurting and abusing. We're going through a case, the guy that has already been put away and convicted of his crime was abusing.
Instead of talking about some of the worst crimes going on in America, he's having Megyn Kelly and Officer Tatum on to talk about black on black crime. The number one crime in humanity. The number one crime that anybody can possibly do to another human being. And nobody's talking about it. Everyone wants to talk about Chicago and gang violence, but nobody wants to talk about the number one crime and the number one perpetrator of it. I wonder why. And I'll go ahead and say this about Stephen A. Smith. Stephen A. Smith is interesting because he's built a platform, not just on ESPN, but he's built a platform on his own in which he wants all demographics, black, white, young, old, Democrat, Republican. He's trying to get it all. And that's a difficult thing to do. And especially in today's political climate, that's a hard thing to do. But he's trying it. He's definitely going for it. And if he's not careful, I can easily see somebody like Stephen A. Smith getting lured in, like a Candace Owens, like an Officer Tatum, like a Jesse Lee Peterson, like a Jason Whitlock, getting lured in by the money. That's one of the highest paying jobs going around right now. He's not there yet, but he's close. He's getting close. But those are my thoughts on it. Make sure you guys go ahead and chime in below. Let's try to go ahead and keep that conversation going on as we usually do. And as usual, peace and chaos.